that I found out that he was HIV positive. And I'm like, that can't possibly be because I just had a physical, all my blood work came back and everything, but I knew it was nobody but God that kept me. But it affected me mentally. Even though I went back to my primary care doctor to get tested again. Because I'm like, no, they lying. He just kidney failure, he lying. But they was true because his CD count was very high and everything. And I'm like, somebody got to tell me something. Because at that time, my daughter had just gave birth to my grandson. He's 14 years old. He was a preemie, thank God. And I'm like, I want to live to see him. I got another granddaughter that I want to live and see. And I couldn't believe it. But like I said, I went back to my primary care doctor and she tested me again. This time she did a more thorough one and it came back negative. Whoa, it's negative. But like I said, again, it bothered me mentally. She told me I could come back 6 months again to get me tested, and that's what I did. Every year she told me, she said, well, you got to keep going on. If you're not doing it, then you don't have to keep coming back and tested like that. But I was found myself from that time up until a few years ago, I found myself in a dark place. And that's when I realized that when 2020 hit, I'm like, we in a pandemic, we got to be isolated. I'm like, they ain't saying nothing to me. I'm already isolated. I'm already isolated. But that's when I said I need to start refocusing on my health, my journey with God and everything. And I have been doing that. And I'm learning to forgive him as well. Because that was on my focus. And that's something I had to really go to God for. I said, well, I did forgive him, I think. Yes, I feel it when you come down. But it, like I said, it bothered with my mental because when I found out my kids, and that's when I knew I had to leave because my oldest kids, all my kids are grown, thank you God. All my kids are grown. My sons, they was like, Mom, you know things can happen, I can ask. I'm like, no. When I knew my kids and my oldest son told me, he said, Mom, how did you say it? But anyway, just lack of words, he said it started to manifest, your business started to manifest itself. He said, we will understand if you decide to leave that. He said, because your bitterness is starting to manifest itself. So I'm like, this is my son, he's 18, he was 18 years old at the time. He told me, I knew it was time to leave because I tried, even though I tried, besides the point that he lied to me, he kept it a secret, I did still try to work through my marriage because I stood before God and witnesses saying I would through sickness and health, through riches and poor. I said I was going to stay in front of my marriage, my vows to God. But it went to get harder and harder. So when my son told me that, I knew it was time to leave. I left. Well, actually, I took him back home to his mom.
I have a package for you.
Yes. Like, return to sender. But I love the joke and I love it. I have to find humor and laughter into what I went through. But by God's grace and mercy, I'm standing here today HIV negative. And I don't share my story too much because of the stigma behind it and everything. Well, how could she be with somebody that was positive and she's not? And it was unprotected. But I'm here to say that from that diagnosis, I'm HIV negative. I've been tested. I just got retested again in August. Negative. And even though I haven't, I'm like, sometimes I'm still like, what do you think about something? After all this time, I still ask myself, what do you think about something? And I'm like, you know what, girl? You good. You ain't not nothing what's make you good. So that's my testimony for today. And y'all have to think about it.